What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a review of a toy hauler, but before we start, I want to give you a little disclaimer on this one in particular when you guys are shopping, because my goal for these videos is to never mislead you, but kind of cut it straight, keep it lighthearted, but give you enough information to find out if you want to go to the dealership and, you know, potentially purchase this thing. But by no means do I want to do it in a dishonest way, and this one could get in a little bit of a hairy situation. I don't know why they did not change the model number, but they made some pretty dramatic changes to this, and since it's a toy hauler, I felt it was really necessary to go over those, because this one in particular is heading down to Funtown RV. Great dealership, no BS fees or anything like that. But not only are they going to have this one, but they're also going to have the previous variation of this in a 2025, but the changes will not be there. So it's a good opportunity to get some deals on wheels. But for this one in particular, I've circled all of the changes that have been made mid-year. The most notable is going to be a 15-foot garage. So the one that's sitting on the lot virtually everywhere across the country right now will have a 15-foot garage. However, on their website here coming soon, and this one will start trickling out to lots now, it is switching over to a 16-foot garage. They're also switching up a couple little things here and there, which I'll show you, like the bathroom no longer has dual entry. Perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable, but I don't want you guys to think that I'm misleading you on my video. So hopefully you guys appreciate that. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. We're gonna go through this here in about 15 minutes or so. Like I said, I'm gonna have a price link down for Funtown RV, but I'll also have all the specifications, the updated specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, down in the description. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And one clue for you, outside of taking a tape measure to the garage and telling if it has 15 feet or 16 feet, again, 16 feet will have the new one. Another easier indicator, and let me set this down here, will be, you got massive pass-through storage, by the way, pretty cool. We'll hit that on the outside portion. But one of the massive indicators, and the easiest one I think to just remember, is when you come in, if you see an island that has 4 pull-out stools, that is going to be the older style with the shorter garage. So just a really easy, quick one. I mean, the other one are just like, you know, the refrigerator and the oven are flipped. Doesn't really matter. But the garage, you know, I would just hate for someone to watch my video and buy it and then, well, I guess it really wouldn't matter because the garage is getting bigger. But you know what I'm saying, always like to be, you know, open and transparent. But since it is a garage, I'm going to go ahead and start back there and then keep skedaddling on throughout this unit. But I love this couch setup. That TV, by the way, it's on a pretty good viewing angle, even though it doesn't look like it might be. But right here, new and updated 16-foot garage. Pretty darn snazzy. It puts you into that big boy garage, you know, where you can really start packing away some pretty beefy toys. Or I've seen a lot of pictures of people turning this into like gaming centers. You know, I myself, I like to sit down and crack the sticks every so often, play a little bit of Rocket League. But, you know, I could also see this being a whole bunch of like good things like an office or a gym, you know, something of that nature. Just very cool what you can do with a toy hauler. But since it has a longer, elongated garage, you have massive windows, all of which open up. They also have the built-in frames, which if you guys are looking at toy haulers, they have the Fuzion and the Fuzion Impact. The Fuzion Impact will have like pretty much some like cloth kind of drop downs. They won't have the solid surface countertops. And then you got this one, you know, the Mac Daddy. Like I just did a Fuzion Impact, great camper. But if this is a little bit out of your league as far as like pricing, or if you don't find value in spending this much money, you can drop down to the Fuzion Impact. Same construction, still get hydraulic 6-point auto leveling, but you're not going to pay for things like countertops. So, you know, who big whoop-de-doo, you might not give a flying wazoo. Separate entrance, another window, rollover sofas right here so you can make, you know, a good seating area, put up a table in the middle, and then a drop-down queen bed with accent lighting there behind. You have a 3,000-pound weight capacity for the cargo area. You have more than enough tie-downs. I mean, you got, well, heck, I don't really count that good, but 3, 6, 9, 12, easy enough. 14. See, told you. Hire me because I'm friendly, baby. And then you also got a little bit of storage under there. 3 Seasons patio door, so you can kind of close it off. And, you know, you have like a hard plastic right there, or you can remove this for a screen for like a 3 Seasons room, or you can take your hand right there, pull down, and then push out, and that's how you're going to get your toys in. You can also snap the doors completely off with ease if you just flat out don't want them. A big old garage here. I believe that is holding roughly around 2,000 pounds, but that'll be down in the description. But you can swing this out to make an enclosed patio, or obviously drop it down to pull your toys into, in which not sure if I just said it because I'm down at Keystone RV where they set up about 14 different units for me, but the dovetail, so that way you can get in and out a little bit easier. You have the Girard awning right here, so a nice awning that gives you a little bit of shade. And then on this one in particular, you have the rear backup camera as well, but pretty darn cool. I mean, what do you guys think about the changes? They're positive changes, but I just didn't want you, going in and seeing a 15-foot garage thinking that you have to limit yourself now. If you have something that's 15 feet on the dot that you're towing, now you have a little bit of extra oomph. You never want to tell someone it's a 16-foot garage and they show up it's 15 and all that good stuff. So you got the loft right there. You have a TV. You have a metal box, which is pretty cool. You're also going to get 3 ACs on this unit. So living room, bedroom, and then right up here for the toy hauler. And then right here is going to be your half bath, which they reworked, made it less like whatever that design is, like that, and they shortened it up just a hair, and they put the TV, they put the porcelain throne on a little bit more of an angle right there. For a big guy, it's a little bit tight, but it's not too bad. You got a bowling gun right there, and then you have a little place for all your stuff, a little friendly neighbor window, and then a plumbed-in sink there too as well. You're also going to get a camera back here in the garage, so if you imagine your toys, you don't have to worry about them kind of rattling around. You can always check on them when you do. You're also going to have a window right here with kind of the fume, kind of safety, whatever the heck you want to call that. Keeps the stink out, basically. And now we're into the living room, and I think it's beautiful. You also have the red glow accent, which I left on, which you can toggle on or off, but I think it just looks really sharp. Again, this is the new style of island. The other one will have the pull-out stools, but it's also a little bit beefier, kind of gets in the way just a hair. So what's nice about this is all of these are going to recline out, so it can be great sleeping or just great sitting. On the sides, you have probably your 2 favorite people sitting on either side because you have heat and massage, plus you can turn on some of the accent lighting too, which is pretty nice. Actually, let's get on that other accent. I think that's really sharp. That's nice. And then you got 6'10" tall high for the slide. I am standing at 6 feet tall, 6'1" with my Skechers on. Super comfortable shoes, by the way. So Skechers, if you're watching, give your boy a discount. I wear through them. But I mean, look at all the windows. I like how they're that square European style with the built-in shade that comes down. Also has the thermofoil or the alumifoil there on the exterior to kind of help repel some of that heat. And they all open up. Now flip it back around. This is the view. Let me angle this down a little bit. This is the view you're going to get from the middle with the TV back there. You also have your built-in sound bar and a fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. You got somewhere that my wife would love right here. This would be Book Central. We just got done. I'm finishing up the Red Rising book right now as we speak. If you guys haven't read the Red Rising series, phenomenal. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's kind of sci-fi and I'm kind of dorky. But me and my wife are absolutely loving that. And then I got the David Goggins book because I'm struggling with the losing of the weight. So I'm hoping that crazy SOB can get me into the... what is that? Hoping that crazy SOB can, get me motivated a little bit. I go up and down, up and down, up and down. You got that French oven, the Lucio, with the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings and enough room for a turkey. You also have a convection microwave, which is nice. So not only do you have a convection microwave, but you also have an oven. And then if you are doing some cooking, you can turn that on to help suck out the steam or stink from whatever you got going on. You also have a very large Fuzion refrigerator. It looks like it's probably going to be 19 cubic foot, 18 cubic foot, something around there. But either way, a week's worth of groceries, absolutely no problem. And then 2 pull-out freezer drawers. This bottom one being about the same, except it doesn't have, the ice maker. Now right here is the new reworked island. I actually prefer it this way because 1, you get the central vac system. You do have an outlet right there, solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But now it kind of gets the stools, out of the way a little bit. But now this is also sort of like a desk. And it does not as much as in the way. I mean, you can see a lot of walk-around room, which is pretty cool. The sink is positioned right over here. It's going to be that farm-style sink. So it's going to be stainless steel with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. Outlet, outlet. And then you have a tile backdrop as well. Just looking all sorts of pinkies up. Definitely getting fancy here in a toy hauler. Look at that. 2 garbage cans for, maybe if you're getting real crazy, you could recycle in one. We all know most campers definitely can have enough cans to do some recycling, that's for sure. Especially on a toy hauler. You rowdy guys are crazy. I used to go to motocross races. My cousin Brandon used to race in moto, and then when he was, I think, probably like 30 or so, he got into his first professional race. But we went down to, I think it was, I don't know the race name, but maybe like a Daytona or something like that. But it was like a basically for motocross, and oh my God, that party at night was crazy. I was like 16 years old, just slugging down more beers than I could handle, and man, that was an incredible time. And that's probably what made me like camping life a little bit too much. Just a cool experience. Never forget that weekend. That was real good. All the cousins went down, grandma. Good time, good time. Right here's the Max Air fan. You also have the dimmer, so if you want to set the mood right with honey buns, just dimmer down and snuggle up, baby. Let the movie take care of the rest. You got the in-command system right here, and if you want to know the secret password, they hold it very close to their heart. You got 4 zeros. You got your generator hookup, your tank heaters, all your different slide controls, all with like a touch of a button. So it's all pretty darn simple. I mean, you really don't even have to read all that well. You just kind of know, what's going on. You can thumb your way through it. Heading into the bathroom. So again, this is going to be one of those changes that might be on the lot out there throughout the country. Entrance would be entrance, and then before the sink would be over here. But I actually like it this way, personally. Some people like the dual entry. I don't really like it or dislike it, but I would rather have some of the extra space for sure. You have this one-piece fiberglass shower with the Tri-Glide glass series to get in and out, which if you're a little bit bigger, like myself, you would definitely appreciate it. You got about 6'2" right here, 6'5" up into the ceiling height, and then you have one of the fanciest shower heads in the game, baby. Place for your soaps and shampoos. You got another mirror for another gun. You also got the porcelain foot flush throne. And you can see I'm relaxing. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself in the mirror here. And then you also have the accent lighting going around. You also get pull-out drawers too, which is nice. Maybe for all your towels. And it goes back. I mean, that is pretty freaking crazy. That's as deep as it can be right there. You also got a little bit of countertop space, access to your plumbing, 4 pull-out drawers, and then the tankless on-demand hot water heater there as well. East to west slide for the bedroom, so it opens up some of that walking, and you also notice how the closet is reworked as well. Looks like you got a king bed. Perfect place for the king and queen. And then you also have windows on either side that open up, outlets on either side that power up, and then USBs and for some other type of clever saying right there. Little Vizio TV, emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. Get yourself out in a hurry. God forbid you ever need to use that. You do have it at least. And then right here, you have a place for your washer and dryer, or it's just a really good, kind of hanging closet space. The head height in here too is pretty nice, because this is what they call a full profile unit. So it's going to be the same height all the way throughout, right to the front cap there. I like that underglow. But all right, guys, now we'll head around on the outside, show you what she's about there. And again, all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, including a link for Funtown RV, will be down in the description. But again, it's the 2025 Fuzion 419. And when you walk out here, Fuzion does a great job. I mean, this is not going to be, obviously, a full body paint or anything like that, but I think their scheme looks really nice, especially the front cap. I love the lighting system that they are using. I mean, that is just pretty darn cool. They're also using an upgraded pin box here too, which seems to be most of your Pinkies Up brands are heading to the Helix, the Kurt Helix. I have never used it before, but like, your Furion, you even have like Brinkley is doing it, things of that nature. I mean, it must be pretty darn nice. I need to talk to a couple delivery drivers. So if you guys work for like Horizon or Indiana Transport or any of those, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the towing there for that. So let's go ahead and open up a couple of these, shall we? So right here is going to be your solar charge controller. Your battery disconnects, and then you have your battery tanks, and it looks like some of your hydraulics right down there as well, which you're also going to have access right there. 5500 generator. You also got the slam latch doors, easier with the 2 hands. And then you have your 6-point auto leveling. They're the new Lippert ones with the light too, so that makes life a little bit easier. Propane behind here, your in-command system. So here's gonna be all like your manual overrides if you ever need them for the system there. And then the Tough Flex kind of beat me up material with that aluminum frame construction. They light this thing up like Christmas in here too, which is always nice. The steps flip up into the doorway, friction hinge door, the safe T-rail to help you get in and out just a little bit easier, spare tire with some underglow lighting there as well. And then you have an exterior TV too, which is gonna be really nice for you know, watching TV. So let's see here. You also get the upgraded suspension. That's gonna be the Easy Flex. So not overly familiar with those, but I will get myself familiar with them. And then you have some upgraded beefed up tires with some with the triple axle there. So that's pretty cool. I'd imagine, just judging by the look of it, that'll be probably a pretty darn smooth ride. I think there's an air compressor in that too, but I know that is locked. 4 awnings on this model. So one in the front, one on the slide, one right there, and one back here. So a lot of shade can be utilized for this unit. And again, don't forget, you got the backup camera as well. Heading onto the side, you have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof, so that way you can check your seals, check your slides, make sure all your maintenance is on the up and up. I recommend getting up there about every 3 months, and then you can put a slide topper on top of these if you would like as well. This is gonna be a fueling station, so if you are ripping some four-wheelers through the backwoods, you know, you have a place where you can, you know, pump your gas into those. So that's pretty cool. You also get an easy cord reel just to make life a little bit easier when you're hooking that thing up. Let's get a little easier look here. If you guys know much about that, definitely let me know. Got your dump valves right there. Little place for the old stinky slinky. And then it's going to be your docking station, so hot and cold water, all your different valve presses right there, and then your bypass valves, city water connection, and then your black tank flush, all located in one area. Bada bing, bada boom. Propane behind that door, control for the leveling. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Fuzion 419. See ya. Meow, 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 sha, na, 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 rum, bum, bum, da, na, bum, ba, ding, bum, 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 ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, bum.